Do you know what camera takes the best photos? Do you think it is option 1, the Sony A1 Mark II, or option 2, the Canon R1, or option 3, the Nikon Z9? These are the flagship cameras made by the top manufacturers right now, but each company spends billions to make these cameras just a little bit better every year so that they can take better and sharper pictures. Every generation has a few more megapixels, more dynamic range, and maybe another frame per second of shooting, making them the best cameras ever made. But what if I told you the camera that takes the best photos in the world is not any of these? Because it's not the megapixels, the frames per second, or the dynamic range that even matters. The camera that takes the best photos is the one you already have right now, even if that camera is the one that you're watching this video on. The truth about photography is it's not the technical details that matter when creating a photo. It's about having a strong hero and using the hidden natural patterns to create amazing photos. It's not about the camera. It's how you use it. And this is the number one mistake I see so many new photographers make. They think the reason their photos aren't as good as the ones they see online is because their gear isn't good enough. Of course, if you're taking photos of wildlife or birds in flight or weddings, having the right gear will make a big difference in your photos. But for the vast majority of photographers, you can take award-worthy photos with just your cell phone. In fact, I actually just licensed a photo this summer to a hotel chain that I captured with my old Nikon D90, which had just 12 megapixels. Here's the photo now. It's a simple photo with a leading line at sunset, which gives a golden glow to the desert sands. I've sold this photo around the world, and it's even won gold awards with distinction from Master Photographers International, all from a photo taken with an outdated camera that is far worse today than even my cell phone. So you can have an old outdated camera and still take amazing photos that people will want to buy even years into the future. So what makes the difference is planning and using hidden natural patterns. Let me show you some examples of exactly what I mean. Here's a photo of Moraine Lake taken by an average visitor. This is one of, if not the most beautiful lakes on the planet, but this photo is boring. There's nothing going on. There's no clear subject, and even the crystal blue water isn't enough to make me want to look at this any longer. Now here's a photo that I took at sunrise on the day of the first snowfall. I watched the weather conditions for weeks leading up to this event, and when I finally saw it, I jumped in my truck at night and drove over 10 hours to capture this photo that morning, and I just about didn't make it because the park was closing the road. I made a whole video about that experience that I will link in the description below. You might want to take a look for it. But the photo I took of Moraine Lake is an award-winning photo, not because of the Nikon D850 camera I used to capture it, but because of all the work that went into the planning of taking that photo. I got to the right place at the right time and used the hidden natural patterns of framing and leading lines to make an image that really stands out. This is the secret, and you can do this in your own backyard. You don't have to drive 10 hours to a special location across the border to capture an award-winning photo. All you have to do is look for a location that you want to photograph and then find out what the right conditions are to capture that photo. Are the best photos there taken during the fall, winter, or summer? Are they at sunset or sunrise? Then look for the time of day when those conditions occur and set a date in your calendar with a note that you need to be there. I also look at Google Maps and turn on satellite view with the 3D mode so that I can find the exact place where I'm going to stand to create the photo that I really want. And that way I can plan how long it takes to get there, how much walking I have to do, and what kind of gear I need to bring with me. And once you have your plan, take a photo of the image you want to capture with your cell phone so that you have it with you in the field. That way you can make sure to line up your camera in the exact right place so that you come home with a true winning photo. Planning is what makes the difference between a tourist snapshot like this and a professional photo like this. The gear you have doesn't matter. No camera is going to take that photo for you, no matter what price you pay for it. If you want to learn more about creating breathtaking photos with the camera you already own, you can get my free camera settings cheat sheets book shipped to your door today. Take a look at the link in the description below. It contains over 60 cheat sheets and camera settings recipes that will show you how to take the best photos of your life. And it comes with a free trial of Photography Academy Prime. And this is where you get live training every week from myself and the Panorama King, Chris Collicott, who has sold over 20,000 of his own prints worldwide. Prime is the best place on earth for photographers because it comes with the Landscape Photography Success Path training, free tools, books, and we even build a customizable photography website for you. So you get your free camera settings cheat sheets book mailed to your door, and check out Photography Academy Prime free for 14 days. I promise you, you are going to love it.